Hi, I'm Philip Griffith with PSG Photo Solutions. This interview was recorded in 2019 at a past Photo Managers Conference, the first year I began interviewing my colleagues. Although the year has passed, the insights shared remain valuable to anyone interested in preserving photo legacies. Enjoy.
Hey, here we are again, and this time I'm with Kathy Stone from Alberta, Canada. And so, Kathy, what's the name of your company?
Calgary Photo Solutions.
Okay, so you're in Calgary?
I'm in Calgary, Alberta, yeah.
Okay, and actually you did a course on how to preserve photos that have been in flood
Yes.
and whatnot. And what are you doing with clients right now?
Right now, my big client right now is a family collection that has sat for about 8 years in a home. It fills an entire room in the house. It sat for about at least since 2012 until last year, with no one really knowing what to do with it. And the collection is extensive. There are all sorts of memorabilia items, photos back to the 1800s. The family history goes back to the 1700s. They're actually traced their genealogy back to a marriage to the niece of Robert E. Lee.
Oh.
And I went, that Robert E. Lee? And they said, yes, that Robert E. Lee. So, and they span, besides in Canada, a family history that starts in the United States in Texas and moves all over the states, all sorts of states, and then they settled in Canada in 1949. So it's a remarkable story. I'm fascinated by it. It's a huge challenge because there's such a diversity of items, but to me I'm so happy that nobody decided to throw it all away years ago because it was just a burden. And so we're hoping to relieve the burden on the family, and they've expressed to me even seeing it in progress has been a huge weight off their shoulders, and that having someone who knew what to do and how to approach this was such a benefit to them that they're just so relieved that they could just say, okay, you do this, and it's getting done. We've been quite interested in the younger generation, those ones who supposedly don't really want all your old stuff, that they're quite waiting anxiously for the digitized version of their family's history, and they're all quite fascinated to delve into that. And so it's a case of you need to meet people where they're at. So in this digital age, the generation that grew up in the digital age aren't that interested in all the things, and partly because they don't have anywhere to put it, but they're all fascinated. Even kids in their 20s, like descendants in their 20s, are dying to see the whole collection digitized. So no pressure, but we need to get going on that project because everybody's waiting to see it. So that's been the client that I'm working with right now.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.